Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, hosted by Bernie Fransgrote and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled From Risk to Resiliency, Business Continuity Strategies. Our guest is Erika Andresen from EaaS Consulting LLC. Struggling to manage risk and be prepared for unexpected disruptions, Erika has the solution. Erika is the founder of EaaS Consulting LLC, who helps small and medium businesses prepare for the unexpected with practical risk management and business continuity planning. A former U.S. Army JAG officer, Erika combines legal expertise and real-world experience to identify risks and create actionable strategies. Her mission is to simplify risk management and give business owners the tools to protect and grow with confidence. Whether launching or scaling, Erika's insights help build resilience and long-term success.
Hi, everybody. Erika Andresen. I said EaaS Consulting. I'm going to start by asking you, because I said I keep doors open and cash flowing. I want you to think about, what does that actually mean to you? What do you think that looks like for you, keeping your doors open and cash flowing? Because what business continuity does is keep your doors open and cash flowing. So you're like, okay, that's great. What's business continuity? It's risk management plus. It is, for example, if you want to drive from point A to point B, if you've done risk management, you have taken an overlay of the map and know on which side of the lane you need to be in because there's a pothole. If you've done risk management, that's what you got. But something like a rock slide or cattle in the road or an accident could cause you to have to stop, regardless of your preparation. And if you've done just risk management, you're stuck until that clears up. If you've done business continuity, you will happily pull over, pop open your trunk, take out the bucket of asphalt and the shovel you have with you, fill in the pothole, and be on your merry way. It enables you to keep on going. Business continuity includes emergency management, crisis communications. You have to be able to communicate with people about what's going on with you and how it impacts them. It includes cybersecurity and IT security. A lot of times people will think, oh, I have cyber, I have backup for my data. Well, that's the tech ops only. There's so many other things that are involved in your business. It's succession planning. It's growth. It enables you to grow strong. Operations, your human resources, regulatory compliance, it's supply chain, it is your physical structure security, it is your vendors who we're relying on to support you to get your job done. And it's also mental health, because if there's something going on, even if it's not, for personally me, when I live in Asheville, North Carolina, I survived Helene. My mental bandwidth, I was on survival mode for I had no power for 8 days, no running water for 12 days, and no potable water for 53 days. In the beginning, I thought, oh, if I had power, I could do work. No, the second I got to a hotel 4 hours away to be in civilization again, I just wanted to pass out. And even when I was there and I'm like, oh, you've taken a nap, I just could not do work. So also recognizing how things impact you. The party line for business continuity is it helps you prepare for disasters and disruptions. But I also say your disruptions, most people think disasters are just like natural disasters. They are natural disasters, but they're also man-made disasters like a cyber attack, maybe even an active shooter, God forbid. But disruptions can be as simple as a knowledge worker leaving. It could be a key piece of machinery not working. It could be one of your key vendors failing. But it's also growth, quick overnight success, viral success for your growth. If you're not prepared for it, it could also cause you to fail. So the 4 Ps of business continuity are the premises, the process, the providers, the third-party providers, and also the people. So who does business continuity? The 3 types of people. The first is a leader who is leaning in early and wants to pivot. There is the person who's standing on a burning platform saying, oh God, what do I do now? And the third person is someone who's being forced to by an outside party, like an insurance company who says, if you want this policy, you have to have a business continuity plan. It could be a regulatory body needs you to have a business continuity plan. Or it can even be a client. And I've seen this, especially with law firms. They demand that they have a continuity plan before they'll become their client. The thing is, you're never too small to do business continuity, because you want to either be leading and ahead of the curve. You want to be on the curve, not so great, but at least you're doing something. Now, one of the things is, my favorite examples is Waffle House. They started doing business continuity in 1988. So what they did, they figured out, you know what, if we don't have power, that means we don't have refrigeration, which means we can't have food that perishes and can can we make a menu of non-perishable items? That is their yellow menu. So when you go to a Waffle House, if they're serving their green menu, it's their all-the-time menu. Their yellow menu is when there's a disaster and they don't have power, so they can still make food. And then if they're closed, then that's pretty bad. So FEMA in the U.S. they called it the Waffle House Index. They're like, if FEMA's closed, we're in a world of hurt. But they look at the menu they're serving. So when you don't do business continuity, people talk about ROI. I find that ROI is not strong enough to convince people who don't know about business continuity something they need to do, because there's no shiny buttons on a box they could press with business continuity. I talk about the cost of inaction. So what does the cost of non-investing or doing anything advanced help you? The cost of inaction, your costs after the fact are going to increase because everything is more expensive later. Plus, you're spending your man hours that you did nothing for to go back and redo things. It could lead to your business death. If you're closed, you're not making revenue, so you're decreased revenue, which means you're going to lose clients. You're also going to lose your share in the marketplace. You're going to lose time, which is very valuable. And if you have insurance, that's another thing. People are like, oh, I have insurance. That is just the financial security for your business. The risk does not go away. If you have car insurance, does that make you less likely to get to an accident? Absolutely not. And one of the things people are finding out here in Asheville is their insurance does not actually play out the way it's supposed to. So business interruption insurance is supposed to compensate them if their business interrupted. So the places that were flooded, easy. The places that were just downtown did not flood, but they lost all utilities. No, they got nothing because business interruption insurance requires damage to your building. And they didn't have damage to the building, they just lost utilities. So insurance is not your savior for a lot of things. And disasters start and end locally. But I like to tell you that most people think the government's going to help you or FEMA's going to help you. And that's not necessarily the case. If they're not experienced, they don't know what they're doing, and they're going to be very slow in the process. So I saw that a lot here in Asheville. They were not experienced and they didn't know what they were doing. And people suffered needlessly as a result. The problem, too, is they want to recover. But recovery gets you to where you were. Resiliency pushes you forward. It makes you better in the future. So you can withstand something else. The other thing that's short-sighted about recovery is they're like, oh, hurricanes. I'm like, there are other things. There are other big bads that can happen to a business that can mess them up. You need to be baking resiliency into your process the entire way. What I love about business continuity, it's the capacity and the ability to be resilient. And people like, well, and it bridges the gap between those two. So we talk about maybe an auditorium. So you have an auditorium that has a capacity of 300 people. If you have 150 people, you do not have the ability to meet that capacity. So I help businesses get to the capacity of 300 because you want to be able to achieve the thing that you need to be able to do. So remember, I asked you to think about what is keeping your doors open and cash flowing look like. Everything I just told you enables that. It helps you do all that. That is all business continuity. That is all achieved through business continuity. It gets you over the line.
Unlock the full potential of networking with East Tradewinds. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of connections? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Tradewinds, where we gather online via Zoom every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us. Seize the moment, register for free, and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at wayne@motivateyou.ca or connect with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait, take action, and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.